Wanting to maximize everything that we do in Call of Dragons and planning accordingly for events is the key to growing as fast as possible, as efficiently as possible. So, in today's video, I'll be showing you a certain calculator a friend of mine, Hellrider, made that will pretty much help you budget yourself properly for the game, prepare for events, whether if it's from troop training, calculate the values of bundles so you know you're getting the best bang for your buck, or even calculating how much resources you're going to be needing to hit a certain amount of flags when you're making a push, calculating the gem value for every single thing, knowing what is worth it and what's not, and of course calculating your production and gathering rates so you can see how efficient you truly are gathering and obtaining resources, making a steady influx of resources, because if you have resources you're going to be able to grow as fast as possible. So let's get started. What is up guys, MEOWER here, back with a brand new Call of Dragons video. So we got a special one for us here today, and with us is a very special calculator that will pretty much accelerate your growth and your efficiency in Call of Dragons. Of course, the link to access it will be in the MEOWER's Den. The link is in the description, so you can go ahead and download the spreadsheet. It will be pinned in the COD general chat and in the announcements section of the Discord to make it easier for you to get a hold of it. However, I'm just going to be giving you a little bit of a nice tutorial on how to use it, because it is such a powerful tool that if you use it properly, you'll be able to pretty much maximize every single thing that you can do to get ahead of the competition and get better results in your Call of Dragons grind. Of course, the first section here will be the production rates. So you can pretty much just calculate how production works in Call of Dragons and what the buffs you can have and the buffs you can't have will be. So here we can input in the metadata here, you can see that manual data entry, meaning you have to input the orange section in order to realize the sum of percentages that you can have. And then once you get that sum, you replace it here in order to see your overall actual increase of the resources per hour. So if, for example, if we have a total of 225% resources per hour production, we can reach the total of 73,000 maximum as quick as possible, making us get the highest results per hour as quick as possible, then not maximizing our efficiently, preparing ourselves properly. Next up, we got ourselves the gathering speed calculator, which can help you optimize your gathering rates and help you reach the best percentage of gathering and knowing how quick you can gather resources as quick as possible. Of course, everything will be there for you to test out and see for yourself. I'm just giving you a general idea of it all. I know resource gathering and resource production might not be as exciting, but this calculator pretty much has it all. So again, a big shout out to Hellrider for providing us with this gracious gift on his own accord. Next up, we got the gem calculator. Now, the gem calculator is a really interesting one because it pretty much helps you realize what the best value for your spending gems is going to be, so you can know the actual full value of resources or speed ups that you're going to be buying, whether if it's actually worth it or not. Plus, you can also scroll down here to see how much gems truly cost in terms of dollar per gem in order to maximize your gem spending values. So we can see here that gems, the best bundle for you to buy is of course if you're buying raw gems, the best one is somehow the $5 one, because it has the biggest difference between the rest of them. The differences between the percentages is pretty significant. It's almost a 1% difference, meaning the lower the difference percentage, the better it is for you in terms of value and everything. We can see here the resource cost calculator and trading in terms of resources and gems, the cost of gems per speed up, per minute, per hour. We can set it up, we can adjust it accordingly so that we can realize the best ways for us in order to use the gems for resources and the cost of each and every speed up. So we can see here the most valuable speed up in terms of buying it versus buying everything. The value, the closer it is to zero, the better, making the 30-day speed ups actually slightly more valuable than buying out the 7-day speed up, so that you're actually getting more bang for your gems and more bang for your buck. Of course, this is all for the sake of min-maxing everything, the same principle goes for the buying of speedups in the goblin market. Say for example you have a 3-hour speedup, or a 3 times 6 hours, or rather 3 times 4, which is a 12-hour speedup. The conversion in minutes, we set up the conversion of minutes. So this is here is a 4. Yeah, and since we're not good at math, we're just going to be putting up the calculator here because we're all very bad at math in this channel. So 3 times 4 times 60, that is 960 minutes at a 70% difference. We set here our gem value. So for example, it's usually around 600 gems, or at a set amount of discount. You see here it is absolutely amazing value that we can adjust and we can buy in order to maximize our efficiency and maximize every single thing we do or buy for Call of Dragons and so on and so forth. The same principle goes for for gold, or buying iron, mana, wood, buying out speed ups, and so on and so forth, making us choose the best options for us to go ahead and go further. Now, this is a very interesting part. So sadly, I am not the best when it comes to planning out territory, but this is a tower calculation territory in order for you to know what amount of resources you're going to be needing in order to get the towers, and as well as fill out your production times and all that time, so you can know how long you're going to be needing per hour in order to generate your next flag and time your next push properly. Sadly, I am bad with tower stuff, so I don't know how to properly show it off. Though, of course, if you do join the Discord, the link is in the description. Feel free to ping me or ping Hellrider. He will explain everything. He is the expert that did this. Sorry, Hellrider, I'm putting you on the spot, but it is what it is, bro. You're better at me at explaining this. However, it is a very underrated tool, knowing when your next tower is going to be able to be built, so you can know when you should plan your next push and push accordingly and take your enemies by surprise, because you know pretty much every single thing, because knowledge is power. Next up, a thing that we all love is the troop training. We can input how much percentage we have of troop training. We can find this out if we look at the here. We see here, for example, I have a 40% troop training. So if I put it here, I can pretty much generate and see how long it will take me to train every single troop. If I want to train, for example, 1,600 troops, if it is T5, then I will know how long it will actually take me. If it is T4, I will know how long it actually takes me. And if I'm upgrading it, I will also know how long it actually takes me, and all that upgrading versions and the totals and everything, how much power I will be getting, how much production of elixir per unit, and all that stuff. It will pretty much help me decide how much resources I'm going to be needing in order to make a big push in terms of hours, or in terms of resources and speed ups, and so on and so forth. So say for example I want to trade 1 million troops here. Is that enough zeros? Yeah. Say for example I want to train 1 million troops here. It will show me I need 1,000 days worth of speed ups, and if I get maybe for example a extra 15% rule, so that is 55%. It will show how much days I need, how much in terms of resources for each troop type, and so on and so forth. This is such an amazing tool, helping you pretty much plan accordingly if you want to make a push, if you want to generate how much speed ups you have, and so on and so forth. If you want to upgrade from T4 to T5, it will take you 300 days. But if you want to train 1 million T5s, it will actually cost you 902 days, which is pretty insane, all things considered. It's such a powerful tool. I highly recommend you use it. I'm personally going to be using it every single time I plan to make a push, because I want to know how much it's actually going to take me in order to train or upgrade or whatever. All you have to do is just adjust this value and adjust this value, and the rest, and the tool will make all the difference for you and do all the calculations for you. Next up, we have the bundle calculator, so we can know how much bundle is actually worth it. So if we're gonna buy, for example, a $100 bundle, we can see here how much value, how much money it's worth we're actually getting here. So maybe it gives us, if I remember correctly, this gives us 3. What else here? We're getting gives us, no, it doesn't give us here, it gives us 8, gives us 20. Of course, this is just off the top of my head. You can see here how much the bundle value is actually going for us and how much we're actually getting here. So this is the actual bundle value, and then once we input everything, we're gonna be knowing if it's actually worth it to buy that bundle or not. It's gonna help us calculate and maximize every single thing we do in terms of growing and spending our money wisely. Is, like I said, it's such a powerful calculator that we could just always use up, pull up at any time you want, and just throw in the numbers, get the data, see if it's worth it or not. The bundle rating pretty much gives us, the higher the rating, the better it is for in terms of maximum bang for the buck. See here, it provides us everything, all the miscellaneous in terms of keys, universal keys, goblin keys. Forge of Light keys is pretty much the same price as the universal artifact key, if I remember correctly. If not, I will have them adjusted. But yes, it's both of them are 600, so treat them both as the same. And yeah, I think that's pretty much everything without me babbling more than that. I know I'm not used to showcasing stuff like this, but this is such a powerful tool, and I think the entire community deserves to have access to it. And again, a big shout out to Hellrider for making this tool. I will be posting the download link for it on the MEOWER's Den Discord. The link is in the description. I look forward to seeing you all there. And on that note, I will see you. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please don't forget to drop a like, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Meow meow!